Howdy y'all, my name is Willow, and today I'm going to talk about the first time I fostered and raised kittens. It all started when I was heading into my second year of junior college. I was still living with my parents because my junior college was practically a minute from the house. I decided that since I wasn't going to work this semester, I would volunteer instead during my free time. I chose to volunteer with my local animal rescue by caring for their adoptable cats at the nearest Petco. These cats were in foster homes that would rotate them between the kennels and living at home to give them exposure to potential adopters. I would go in every Friday and clean the cat kennels, give them fresh water and dry food, as well as play with them if that's what they wanted. You know cats. 1 second they want you to pet them, then they want to eat your hand. One day after cleaning, I was looking around Petco and also browsing Facebook, when I happened to see on my town's animal shelter page that someone brought in 3 orphan kittens, and needed a bottle feeder to take care of them. Now, this isn't the first time I had seen kittens brought to the shelter in need of a foster, but this time I felt I needed to take action. And don't worry, the kittens before had been given to a foster home. Just, for some reason, I knew this would be an experience I could not pass up. But before I could do anything, I had to ask my parents' permission, because I was not about to bring home 3 kittens by surprise. That just wouldn't be a good idea. So, what did my parents say? Well, if you read the title of this video, then you would already know that they said no. Just kidding. Of course they said yes. With that, I bought the necessary equipment, formula and bottles, and headed to the shelter to pick up my foster litter of kittens, 2 girls and 1 boy. Because I didn't want to get attached to the kittens, we gave them names based on their looks: Speckled, Spot, and Tiny. But once we had them for a couple of weeks and took them to the vet for a checkup, we had to give them real names. So, Navi, Zelda, and Makar, for my love of Legend of Zelda. I had only watched a few videos about how to raise kittens, but I've never actually done it before. So this was a learning experience, but one that I felt ready to do. The kittens were 2 weeks old when I first got them, and were barely opening their eyes, so that meant I had to bottle feed them every 3 hours, every single day, for the next few weeks until they got old enough where we could wing them off of bottles and onto wet food. So, fully awake at 3 a.m. during the night, and drowsy by morning for class. Now, not only did we have to bottle feed them, we also had to help them use the restroom, because kittens cannot use the bathroom on their own. Usually, mama cats will stimulate them to use the bathroom, but in this case, we would have to use baby wipes and wipe their bums to get them to urinate and defecate. Gross as that sounds, that's what we had to do, and I didn't care. So far, we had them for 5 weeks, but that's when Makar took a turn for the worst. Before, he had an underlying sickness that the vet couldn't help, and as time went on, we had to say goodbye to the kit. So, with Makar's passing, his sisters would live on in his memory. Navi and Zelda grew up to be 2 bright little kittens ready to be adopted. The only task was finding someone to adopt them. It took 1 adoption event and a night at the Petco kennels for us to realize that we didn't want to give away these bundles of joy. So, on Christmas Eve, we signed the adoption papers and Navi and Zelda became members of our family. The 2 sisters are a year old now and are doing more than great with keeping me occupied during these trying times, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Howdy everyone! Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. If you are further interested in learning about fostering kittens and how to raise them in more detail, then please check out the Kitten Lady's YouTube channel. Also, give this video a like and maybe subscribe. I don't know when I'll post another video, but it doesn't hurt to be in the loop, and make sure to take life 1 step at a time.